Anyway, sorry about this, okay? I'm kind of tired of this keep cutting us off. So you can say in two different ways. The problem number 4 diverges because you can say it's instant test, or you can also say it is alternative series, but it doesn't meet the conditions, so it's not converge. It doesn't converges. All right. Does it make sense to you now? Yes or no? You want me to go over again? Tell me, what do you think? Because that's the only thing I'm going to actually do for the homework problem, because everything else is pretty much like oh, actually, I need to do one more problem with you about the remainder. Okay, right here. I want to do one more problem, and then we can probably go. Okay, so those of you guys cannot come back, that's fine. I just want to do one more problem, then we can go. So about the remainder things. Okay, is everybody with me? The ones here, are you with me? Okay. So
Dr. Harris?
Yes?
I actually can't see your screen right now.
Oh, you cannot see my screen? Excuse me.
All right, be good.
Okay. Okay, so now can you see okay? All right. So I want to do number 6 and number 5, and we'll be done, okay? Okay, so number 5. That we gotta use approximate the sum of the series using the first 6 terms. All right. So if you already have the summation things in your calculator, great. But also if you want to, you can write a function. Let me share my screen, actually. Let me stop sharing this screen, and I can show you my other screen. All right, do you see my screen? So this is what I wrote. The partial sum in Julia. I didn't use a notebook since I'm not doing a lesson in the notebook. Okay, I usually like to use notebook if I have to do my lessons, so I can just write down the lesson and then write a function. Since I'm not doing any lessons, I just wrote a function right here. So function, I wrote a partial sum because I'm looking for a sum of partial sums. So I cannot write it there. Okay, so just like I did before, I'm going to set sum start to the 0, and I'm going to take a loop for I'm going to do the sum 1 to whatever the number, A to B. So whatever the number that I'm going to sum, like starting with the first number to all the way to 10 terms. Well, first term through 5 terms, whichever. Okay, so now I'm going to say individual sum. That means I'm just putting in, and then I will do a part, and then I'm going to do accumulating my sums and then return the sums. So problem that we had, the number 5 problem, it looks like this: -1 to the n plus 1 times n and divided by 3n. So I just create my function, which is, I call it function, but this is your that's your series. Okay, your series. So I want to find a first 6 terms. So I did it 1 through 6. All right, so when you do the partial sum of 1 through 6, it gives me this number. And then when I do the 7th term, then you get this number. And I can figure out what's the difference between the partial sum and a sub 7. So that gives me this. Anyway, let me change my screen to one that I can write. So I'm gonna do stop sharing. So I will share it here. Okay, so the one that the Julia code that I wrote, that's just for to make problem to easier to do your problem. So if you want me to share that code, I can share with you, just print a blackboard, or you can write yourself one. It's not that hard to write that one. So anyway, let's look at this problem. So they're asking you to do first 6 terms. So we're gonna figure out the first 6 of them. So which means I am doing this, A1 plus, A2 plus, A3 plus, A4 plus, A5 plus, A6. Which means right here means -1 to the 1 plus 1 times 1 divided by 3 to the 1. That's A sub 1. A sub 2 to be -1, 2 plus 1 times 2 over 3 to the square. Do you see what I'm doing? So you do exactly the same one. Every one of them you do it. And then you will find that your sum has to be, that according to this, the sum is equal to that number. All right, so I want to find R sub 6, which means the error between the real infinite series minus partial sum, which is 6 terms. That has to be less than or equal to A sub 7. So I need to figure out what A sub 7 is. So I just plug it in, 7 plus 1 times 7 over 3, in fact, 3 to the 7th power. And according to this, that gives me 0.0032. So I need to figure out the sum of infinite series. I can say my sum is in between this number, 0.1852, minus that number, 0.0032, or 0.1852 plus 0.0032, which is that's equal to that number. So that's how you do it. All right, I'm done for the day. And if you have any questions, you can ask me following Monday, not this Monday, but after spring break. And then we review Monday and have exam on Tuesday. All right. So anybody have any questions? By the way, I had 11 students. Do you know who is not here? So I got only right now I have 6 people. 4 people actually. So I lost the other 7 people. Do you know who they are? If anybody remember, can you email me or text me the list of people who came to class today? Because I forgot to do the screenshot. So I don't know who came. I remember seeing, does anybody know who came today?
I know that Micaiah was in here, Quincy was in here.
And I know Colin was here because I did talk to him, right?
Yes. Catherine, she was in here last go around, I think.
Okay, so you say Quincy was,
Mm-hmm.
and then Colin,
Micaiah.
Kaya, okay.
And Catherine Shorter.
Okay, that's your 4. I remember seeing Arpando's here, Brianna, you were here, Jordan, you were here. So I had 11 people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 4 people. So I'm missing still 3 people. Do you remember? Anybody remember? Maybe I can just text out and then ask them if they were here. All right. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys. I'm sorry about this problem. I will definitely talk to my chair and see whether we can get real account, not the free account, because it's very annoying each time just shutting us off. Anyway, I am done. If anybody have questions, you can email me or text me. But does anybody have a question from today's lesson that you want me to re-explain? Is everybody good? All right.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will see you after spring break. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Have a great spring break.
You
Okay,
too.
bye. Bye.